All right, well, as you can tell, we got twin turbos.
Hasn't ran in 4 months. Fired it up, put it right on the trailer.
All right, so where this car came from, this is a 91 Camaro. We bought it in Omaha, and our original plan was to flip it. It had a 383 stroker, real basic, TH350.
It sounded good too.
Sounded good. Yeah, all stock.
What did we pay for it? 2,200 bucks?
I think we paid 28.
2,800 bucks, yeah.
2,800 bucks. And it had a decent motor in it, and but it wouldn't run.
Yep.
And we pretty much fixed that problem in about, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When you put these cars on a carburetor, it doesn't know that the fuel pump's on. So if you just
Yeah, it didn't have
just
RPM signal.
jump the fuel pump and
Yep.
boom, ran good. So, another, I don't know, trying to get the most out of our dollar, we ended up pulling the motor out.
We sold
selling
that.
the motor.
Sold that for what we bought the whole car for.
Almost, I think we sold it for 2,200.
And then we sold wheels.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Smoked
sold
it.
some stuff off the
Yeah.
car and got our money
Yeah,
back out of it. Basically got a free car.
So that's where the 4.8 came from.
Yep.
So originally,
The 4.8 was in a white S10
White
that a
S10.
local guy had, John. Sweet truck. It was on
they were running a direct port nitrous kit.
Yep.
And it was badass. They were running like Q16 or some shit. They're crazy.
yeah.
And yeah, ran good. And he was switching his setup up and whatever. So that's where the 4.8 came. And we built the turbo kit, and it was fine. We were gonna leave it on low boost, just a fun car for somebody to buy.
Yep.
You know, an entry level.
Well, and we actually had a single GT45 on it.
Yeah.
And it was just a straight through the hood exhaust. I mean, it was nothing.
You can clip in some videos of it.
Yep, and I will. And it had just like a regular fabricated intake on it, or stainless steel intake.
It was just like your entry level turbo LS car.
Yep.
Still had the stock TH350, which held up just fine.
I mean, we
Had it on
put
like 6
15 pounds.
Yeah.
We put that thing on 15 pounds through the 350 on that
Yeah.
one night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we were building the shop.
Yeah, so I mean that transmission was great.
Yeah, and we sold that too.
Yeah, it did. So that's kind of how the 4.8 came, and we posted it for sale, and I don't know, we were still driving the car here and there, of course. And,
Yeah.
Back then I had a 2004 Pontiac GTO.
Yep.
And it's an LS1 car. It was a 6-speed car, and I cammed it. I put it on a Holly, piggybacked it with the factory stuff. It was sweet. And I got a wild hair at my ass, put a fucking twin turbo kit on it, and TH400 swap it, and you know, went to ice cream cruise. Did roll racing with it with 1320, and that was fucking awesome. I wish I would have turned it up because it would have made way more power.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, it was
that's
only
where-
on 17 pounds
So,
that day.
Yeah, I mean, and it was holding up
Just
with
fine.
some good
Yeah.
cars.
Yep.
So, fast forward a little bit, we kind of fall in love with the Camaro. And
I mean, how could you not? How could you not? I mean, once we put the VMS wheels on it, it was done. It was over.
it was a no-brainer. We knew where we wanted to go, and that was much faster than
Yeah.
before.
Yep.
So,
I mean, with the independent rear suspension on the GTO and the crappy rear ends, it just wasn't.
It would go mid-60s in the 8, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
But we knew stock axle, stock rear end. I mean, it was only a matter of time before it just broke, and then
Yep.
it'd just be, spending money just to break it again. But so that's kind of where the whole domino effect, or weighing me off. Okay,
Right.
Keep the Camaro, put a 400 in it, put an extra rear end in it, and you got a hell of a car.
Mm-hmm.
So sold the GTO, kept the car. Obviously, we kept the wheels off the GTO. That's where the intake and air water intercooler come from.
Yep.
So you can clip in some videos of the GTO ripping.
Oh yeah, I will definitely.
And then kept it, and it was, at first we got a TH400 that was questionable.
It was free.
And we put new clutches and steels in it and all that stuff, but there was a bushing in the transmission that we later found out that wasn't positioned correctly
Yep.
for fluid. So
And that's actually in Ridge's car now.
that's in Ridge's car now, and it's perfect.
Yeah, it's a
Literally
great
is.
transmission. Yeah.
So, anyways, we were going through that, and I was like, "Fuck it, we just need to get a fucking transmission for this car." So
Yeah.
we actually, middle of the week, I called Summit in Texas. They had the transmission we needed, and we just drove straight to fucking Texas, got
Yep.
the transmission, drove
Straight
back,
there, straight back.
and
Yep.
threw it in the car. No more transmission issues.
Nope. It's
a
been
brand new
great.
transmission. It's got, not even a season on it, and yeah, it should be fine. And but that is basically how the Camaro came
Yeah, yeah.
into our lives.
Yep. It was kind of a ratty piece of crap when we bought it. I mean, it had no seats in it.
Yeah, it was. There was nothing to it.
But the paint is as it was.
Yep.
It had the typical early 2000s wheels on it, and
They were terrible.
yeah.
Oh, fucking terrible. Oh. But
Well, let's talk about.
seems like we have a lot of people that really, really love this car, and
It gets a lot of attention. You could put my car right next to it, Ridge's car, the Pacer, my dad's car. It doesn't matter. Everyone gravitates towards this thing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
yeah. some pretty popular people like this car a lot.
Oh, yep.
And
Yep.
that's.
Let's just put it to you this
It's gonna be an
way.
exciting year. Let's say that.
You're going to be seeing this car whether you like it or not.
Yeah. What more can we talk about?
Well, we hope to race it in all of the events this year, the ice cream cruise,
Everything.
all the Joey races.
There's no
Um,
race that I don't want to do. If it's I-29, especially,
right.
we're gonna be there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of races that we missed out on last year that I would have
For no reason.
Even if we would have been outdone.
Yep.
What's his face puts on a road course cash days that
Yep.
we would have loved to have been in, but we had the issues that we did. Yeah.
Well, and not only that, we were just starting the business. We just now
Yeah.
got a year under our
we
belt.
were like, yeah, it was just a lot of things that
Yep.
that led to it. But yeah, it's definitely going to be at Joey's No Prep.
Oh, yeah.
And
And it'll be coming to a street near you.
yeah, absolutely. We got twin turbos, so for 2025, this is kind of the big change.
Yep.
We're doing a forward-facing twin turbo kit. Real short, simple exhaust out the fenders. Just the no bullshit twin turbo kit.
Yep. And so these are VS Racing mirror image 67, 62s
Yeah, 67, 62,
or
63.
something like that. Yeah.
Might even be 66.
I think VS Racing says they're 1200 horse
Yeah.
capable.
Their mirror image, their V-band
Yep.
on the exhaust housing.
So that was kind of a big thing we had with this car too, because when I made the crossover
Yeah.
the first time for this thing, I had it on one
You
set of
gotta
jack
be-
stands. It was, it's a poor, very poor crossover.
You gotta match your V-bands
Yeah.
or get locking V-bands.
Yeah.
To save yourself some hassle and some trouble on the road, because you will have them. And like when you take it off and put it back on, it's not gonna line up the right, and then you'll start and go, what the fuck is that? Oh, you got a
Yep.
fucking exhaust leak.
Yep.
So you gotta take it back off and adjust it. And it's just that'll be corrected when we use this kit on something else. We're gonna
Right.
put new V-bands on.
Yeah, we'll make a brand new
not a big deal.
crossover for it.
But yeah, so obviously forward-facing headers, twin turbo setup. It's gonna look really, really good. And we're tearing the motor down. We're doing a On3 sells a really, really decently priced turbo cam. So got one of those. So turbo cam, fucking LS7.
So this
LS9,
motor, yeah, we actually still have stock head gaskets, stock head studs on this motor, and it's seen 30 pounds out of this little
32.
or 32 pounds. Sorry.
32. You clip the dialogue, they'll just
Yeah.
32.
Not that it was much power out of this thing, but it was enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it probably would have went 115.
Yeah.
You know.
This turbo has a really small exhaust housing for the
Yeah.
use that we were at.
Well, and
so
it had a
was-
full 3-inch exhaust when we were running it. I mean,
Yeah.
that cutout's new. I mean,
Yeah, the cutout's new.
we didn't even really get to
And-
use it.
Yeah. So, as I said, we're just kind of going a little bit more max effort than.
Yep. All across the board.
But yeah. So studs, gaskets, new cam. That's gonna be big. It's gonna be completely different car. This cam is so big. It had no torque out the bottom. So
Has zero torque.
Towards the end, I had nitrous on it just to get the motherfuckers.
Yep. Yeah, we had nitrous,
Which
which was cool. It was
is
fun.
cool. It's definitely gonna have the nitrous on it.
Yeah.
We'll see, but it's just kind of cool to have a car that
Right.
has all these power adders on it. That's the big change for 2025, really.
Yep. Yep. So we're really doing this to correct all the issues we had last year. We want to be at every race that we wanted to race last year. This is just the no problems, no bullshit setup for this year.
Bullshit. The car, I want the car to, hey, we're gonna be out. You know, Rich calls and says, hey,
Yep.
there's gonna be something going on Saturday. It's like,
Right.
the car's ready. Like, don't have to.
Yep. Get in it, hop in it, and go.
So.
So that's where we're at.
You know, the intercooler lines last year were ran a little very poorly
Yep.
under the car next
Yep.
to heat, so that's all going to be fixed. They're going to be ran through the car, not under the car.
Yep.
Next to some of the heat. Yeah. We also had
Hey.
we had converter issues last year too.
Yep. In both the cars.
Yeah. This car had 50. Yeah, it was
57.
57, 56% converter slip.
Yep.
On this converter that we've got.
We were just overpowering them. I mean, plain and simple.
This car, the first time we brought it out, it went like on low boost.
On the single
On the
GT45.
GT45, it went like 107 on the street. Not even trying. We were just.
That was first
spinning,
pass. Yeah.
Not even cared. And then at the track, I couldn't get it past like 103.
Yep.
And then, I mean, there were several outings that we went and we were like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? And yeah.
So that's really it, guys. That's kind of the plan. This is going to be kind of a build series. I don't know if it's going to be like 2 or 3 videos or what, but
Yeah.
keep an eye out for this. And we just got finished up with this car. It turned out really, really good, and you're going to see that video too, probably here in a couple days. So, yeah. That being said, let's get to work.
Yep.